people. Can you even believe it? Welcome to day 4 of VBS! Yes, it's really fun being me. Thanks for asking. My name is Conductor Mo. You are my VBS passengers. This has been delightful, and I am super pumped for another great day together. Yes! Stand up, please. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We are going to kick things off with our theme song. Come on, we're pros at this. We trust in you, Jesus. Yeah, you know this one. Come on, let's sing it together.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. And we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Your power will pull us through. What a solid message. This whole week, we have been imagining ourselves on a steam engine traveling through the Rocky Mountains. There are ups, there are downs, there are curves. It's steep, it's winding. And it takes a lot of power to pull these heavy train cars through those steep, winding mountains. Today, we're going to learn about God's Son, Jesus, and the awesome, huge, bigger than death power he has. Okay, so it's pretty easy to look up at a mountain or look out to an ocean and see this big, huge, awesome example of God, that evidence. But you know what? We can look anywhere and everywhere for those God sightings, in the big things, but then also in the tiny things. I am picturing in my head an ant and how an ant can lift way more than its body weight. Come on. That is well done. I can't even. I'm speechless. Okay, so even these small things can show God's big, bold power, just like you and I can. If we were really traveling on a train, our trip would have a beginning and an end. That's a lot like life. When you're born, that's the beginning, and when you die, that's the end. I know, it kind of feels like things are getting dark here, but there's a really important message here that I really want to talk about. It can feel really sad when we think about the end of our lives. We only have so much time here on earth, and we want to use it in the best ways we can. But then I'm filled with hope when I think about my forever home with God. I think about heaven, and that fills me with hope and excitement. And that is where I want to be forever. So our Bible point today helps us remember that really important truth. Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus. Doesn't that sound amazing? We get to live forever with our Father in heaven who made us and who loves us so intensely. Our life on earth will end, and it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel bummed about that. It's hard. But we want to keep thinking about God's promises and the power He has over death. There is a Bible story in Bible Adventures that we're going to really dig into today. And prep your hearts, it's a hard one. It's hard to read because our best friend dies for us. And I can't wait for you to read it and really hear the message of how much He loves you. He didn't have to go on that cross. He could have gotten off at any second, but He didn't because He loves you. Whew, that gives me the chills. For this next song, it's called The Old Rugged Cross. I'm not going to teach the motions for this one because I encourage you to watch it. If you want to do the motions, that's great. If you want to sing along, but really soak in the message of what it's telling us. Let's watch the video.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. And I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a
really do cherish that old rugged cross. There's a Bible verse that reminds me of this same mighty, awesome, unbelievable power that brought Jesus back to life. God conquered death. Let that sink in for a second. That's huge. Now, the Bible says the Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. The same Creator who conquered and defeated death, his power lives in you. Today's Bible memory buddy, his name is Finn. Let's learn how he can help us remember our Bible point for today. Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus.
Are you ready to splash into another fantastic day at VBS? I'm Finn, a rainbow trout. I'm happiest when I'm taking a dip in a clean, bubbly mountain stream. This is the life. This stream is where I began life. This exact spot where I hatched is pretty important to me, but we'll get to that later. I spend most of my day flipping my fins, swishing my scales, and exploring this awesome river looking for food. I love to eat. Me and my fishy friends spend about 80% of our day looking for food. I use my mouth to poke around and look for good stuff to eat. And sometimes I end up getting a mouthful of weeds and sticks. Not bad. Of course, it's not as good as the bugs or the crustaceans I usually like. I'll even jump out of the water for them. God gave me something super sharp to help me find food. My eyes. They show me what to eat and what to stay away from. After being born, I might travel to a new stream far away from my home. But when it's time to lay eggs, rainbow trout always return home. My cousins, steelhead trout, travel from a freshwater stream all the way to the ocean. Even if they've lived in the ocean for a couple of years, they swim against the stream to make it back home. That takes a lot of power. Wow. Home is important to me and my fish family. Jesus knew that a forever home was important too. That's why Jesus died, to pay for all the wrong things you've ever done or will ever do. Because those sins are paid for, you can have life forever in an awesome place called heaven. But Jesus' power doesn't just cover your sins. Jesus is so powerful that he beat death forever. But it gets even better. The Bible tells us the Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you. That means a friendship with Jesus gives you the same awesome power that let him beat death. Wow! So, if you're feeling worried or sad, or things seem out of control, remember that Jesus' power is bigger than anything, and it's right there for you. Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus.
Finn is a rainbow trout. A rainbow trout is a type of fish. Now, rainbow trout, they're a type of fish that will be born in one spot, and they will go travel far and wide. They will go about their business, see the world, do their things. But when it's time to lay eggs, they come back to the very spot that they were born. Home is important. Home is important. Home on earth, but then I'm looking ahead to my permanent home in heaven. All right, we are going to sing a song here to help us remember our Bible point for today. Do you remember what it is? Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus. This song is The Train is Bound for Glory. We've already done it a different day, but if you just want a little reminder, you are going to pretend that you are the train, and you're going to do a lot of this. This train is bound for glory. This train, you're going to do that a lot. So come on, let's be trains together.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train.
Let's check in on our friend Cam Track. Roll the tape.
Hey friends! So I heard that our friend Cam was able to get the train up and over the mountain. He probably won't be back for a few hours, so we'll have to ask him about it later.
I'm here. I made it.
Oh, Cam! What happened to you? Traveling on a train isn't supposed to be that tiring. Isn't the train supposed to do all the work?
Oh, no, everything went great. We delivered the M&Ms and everyone was so happy. And we turned the train around to come back and we were on our way back and then I started thinking how great it would be if we got back faster.
Aw, did you miss us?
Yeah, of course. But in order to make the train go faster, you need to make more steam. And in order to make more steam, you need to make the furnace hotter. And in order to make the furnace hotter, you gotta shovel more coal. So there we were shoveling coal. And it wasn't enough, so we added more coal. And then...
And then you got here faster.
No, we ran out of coal.
Oh, that's tiring and frustrating.
Yeah, just when I thought we were gonna make it, the train came to a halt miles away from the station. And I went off hiking to find help while the rest of the crew stayed with the train.
Wow. Well, everything comes to an end. Coal runs out, trains stop, parties end, people graduate from school, adults retire. It's just a part of life.
Well, that is not the most encouraging thing you've ever told me.
Let me finish. Today, my friends and I are learning that Jesus' power lets us live forever. And thanks to Jesus, life can continue on forever and never run out.
Wow, that is the most encouraging thing you've ever told me.
See? I just needed to end my story.
Yeah, but I haven't known anyone who lived forever.
Then it sounds like you need to hear more about Jesus, Cam. I'm happy to tell you about him because, well, he's my forever friend.
Well, let me go find a train that can go save the rest of my crew, and then when I get back, you can tell me everything you have to say.
Okay, I'll be right here waiting. Forever.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Okay. I need your help here. We're 4 days in now of VBS Rocky Railway. Let's review our daily Bible points. Day 1, we met Ramsey. Ramsey is a bighorned sheep. Ramsey helps us remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Day 2, we met Ava. Ava is a red-tailed hawk. She helps us remember that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Day 3, we met Sierra. Sierra is a mountain lion. She helps us remember that Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. That brings us to today. Who did we meet today? Finn. Finn is a rainbow trout. He helps us remember that Jesus' power lets us live forever. Trust Jesus. Y'all, my VBS passengers, you have a rockin' day.